te worden en verder in de richting van Gouda en Rotterdam Centraal.
Understood nothing he said. Nothing. Breakfast. Stroop waffles every meal, all day. We told you that we were going to give you the Airbnb tour on the first day, and it's the last day, so let's do this thing.
Welcome to our Airbnb. So when you come in. Right when you enter here, there are several different doors to choose from. Behind TJ here, we have the living area, which we'll go to in a minute. We'll go there in a second. Then there's a closet and a bathroom. We'll be back here. We're gonna start down here where the bedrooms are. So in this hallway, there's the first bedroom. And we've been using this for our bags and kind of where we get ready because there's a cool makeup mirror in here, which I really like. And then next door is where we've been sleeping. Right in here. It's a really nice little bedroom. And then next to this is the shower room. My favorite thing about this place is that there's a towel warmer. So when you get out of the shower, you just take your towel off the towel warmer and it's warm and cozy. I really like that a lot. I also think it's pretty neat that there's a shower separate from the bathtub. And if you really like taking baths, this is a huge bathtub, which is very nice. And we haven't used this feature, but it would be very nice if you're staying longer. There's a washer and dryer. The next door is the toilet room, which is pretty self-explanatory, except it's neat that it is separate from the shower room.
So if you've never been to Europe before, they have 2 buttons to flush the toilet, which is pretty obvious. You know, you come in, you're like, oh, these buttons, they must be to flush the toilet. Like, people must be so confused when they come to the US and there's no buttons. And they're like hunting for the buttons and they can't find it, and it's a little knob on the side of the toilet. So I like these.
There's also a chandelier in here, which is fancy. Now, this right here is just a closet. We haven't used it. But this is the main living space. So in here we have 2 couches, and we have hit our head on this a few times. We also have TV. We haven't used any of that, but this space has been really nice because it also looks outside to our balcony, and it opens up into the dining room and into the kitchen. We cooked here a little bit, but we did accidentally set the smoke detector off, so now I'm scared to cook in here. So we've mostly done like sandwiches and things that you don't have to cook anymore. But Fatima has done fantastic. There are so many dishes, anything you would need to cook, and there are tons of utensils. There is a toaster oven. Is that a toaster oven?
I think it's like a microwave oven.
Okay, yeah.
Convection oven? I don't know.
Fatima called this a microwave. It appears to be more of what we would call like a microwave oven or a convection oven in the US, because she said you could make pizza in it, which would be cool. Then we have a full fridge as well as a full freezer.
Oh, I had no idea that was there.
Yeah, I found it the other.
That is awesome. We've been living here for like 5 days.
Then there's a gas stove, and under it she's given you any pots and pans that you need to cook, any utensils that you would need. And then these drawers are full of extra stuff as well, all of the eating utensils, and below that is just like pantry space. Obviously you have like a regular sink, and then there's a dishwasher. And behind the kitchen table are all of your plates, cups, any of that. I mean, we haven't even scratched the surface on using these dishes. There's so many of them, which I think is fantastic, because who wants to do dishes on vacation? You could if you needed to, but you don't have to, which is awesome. And I love this dining room table. We have spent a lot of time here because part of the purpose of this trip, what we keep talking about, was planning the year ahead. And so this has been the perfect place because we can look out the window on the balcony, we can see people walking and driving by, and it's just been the perfect space for our planning sessions. The last thing we're gonna show you, we're not gonna stay long because it's very cold, is the balcony. Ta-da! The snow is melting.
Good.
That actually is a good thing because it's really hard to walk to the train station when the roads are slick. And that wraps it up for our Airbnb tour. This is where we've been living for the past week.
I just found that Mary Catherine will freak out. So
here's the plan for our last day in Amsterdam. We have yet to try several Dutch foods. So we did try cheese and we did try the stroopwafel, which was a really interesting taste. We've also tried fries, but today we're going to go to one of the most popular places to get fries, and then we're going to go several other places to try more Dutch food that we haven't tried yet.
we're on scout for some frites. We've been told by a local where to go. The #1 place for frites in Holland is back there. We waited in line for like 60 seconds before we decided that there's no way it's gonna be worth the wait, and we should just go to the place that the person told us to go. So
yes, and we've had these already, but we haven't had them from this place, and they are incredible. So I'm excited to try them from the one recommended.
I'm not a big fan of like standing really close to people in lines, so that was not my cup of tea. So we're walking further down to the other place.
Okay, so we got a small to share, and I would highly recommend a small if you're getting it because these are big, okay? But we got the yuppie sauce, and the traditional Dutch way is to get it on top of the fries. But to be honest, it's a little much, especially because I'm not like the hugest condiment fan. So we got it on the side to dip it in here. The yuppie sauce is in the top 7 sauces. The fries are just perfectly crispy on the outside, but they're also thick, so they're, you know, soft on the inside, which is a perfect texture. And the yuppie sauce is good, but it's like if you mixed like curry and barbecue sauce, which doesn't seem like it would go together, but I like it.
So you can find little places like this everywhere in Amsterdam selling the frites. If the line's too long at one place, just walk down the street. Literally, we can see the other place from here.
Yeah.
But this is so good, you gotta try it.
The yuppie sauce experience is like so weird because I was like, kind of tastes like barbecue. Whoa, another flavor. Whoa, another flavor. Like when you're trying to figure it out, just one more flavor hits you. It's good.
MK's a trooper for standing in line. She's not even gonna be able to eat it.
This better be worth every penny.
I love you so much.
I'm not even eating this.
So you know I like the stroopwafels that are like in the plastic wrap we get from the store. This is a fresh one. And Mary Catherine waited in line for like an hour?
Close to it.
Close to an hour to get this for me. It's the best thing I've ever eaten. You're the best. I love you.
And these look like M&Ms, but they were called Smarties. So.
And it's warm. Oh no.
We were going to try raw herring, but this place that was recommended is closed. Off to get some bitterballen. Ta-da! Okay.
This is becoming the norm to wait in a massive line in a really crowded restaurant. It wasn't like that during the week as much. What do we got here?
This is a croquette and this is bitterballen. I saw a bunch of things online that said they were very similar. The sign inside said they're basically the same thing. So we're gonna try them. I also read that the bitterballin, at least, is usually eaten with mustard. So I got some mustard so that we can eat it the traditional way. Oh, it's hot on the inside.
What's in it?
Wow. Okay. Hot. Okay. Wow.
What's
this
in it?
is so interesting. So obviously it's like fried, and there's beef on the inside. It's like they took beef gravy and then put it in a ball and fried it. Like, I expected that to be more solid than it is, but it's very gravy-like texture. It's good though. It's very good. I like it.
Little mustard. It's very Dutch. It's very good. Just like the gravy and the beef and everything is just like, when I think of Dutch food, this is what I think of. Now this is the croquette, which the sign inside said that these are basically the same thing. So we'll see. Basically the same thing. Oh my god, it's hot.
It is the exact same thing. It's just longer, which is really interesting to me. There was an option on the menu, and I saw several people order it with a bun, kind of like a hot dog. This was in there, and then the bun around it, and you ate it like a sandwich, which seems like just unnecessary bread around something that's already fried, but apparently that's a thing too. I like it. There was a lot of different options for like kinds of croquettes or bitterball, and there was chicken, beef, vegetarian, there was shrimp, cheese. We got beef on both so that we could compare them to see how similar they were, but lots of choices. Okay, so I ordered a cheese croquette because I was curious if it would be something like a mozzarella cheese stick back home since it's fried on the outside. He said chicken when he handed it to me, so I really don't know which one we got. Either way, we're about to try a new kind of croquette. It's really hot. I don't know what it is. It's not as good as the beef, in my opinion. I still don't know if it's chicken or cheese. I think it is cheese because there's no like meat chunks in it, like there was in the beef. But it's like the same texture as the beef, like the gravy-ish texture. It's just cheese. It's not all cheese.
I don't know if I like this one better or the beef one better.
It's like cheese gravy, which is a weird... I know, it sounds gross. It's not my favorite, to be honest. Okay, I tried one more bite, and it is all cheese. It's bitter cheese.
Light and fluffy cheese.
I didn't like it as much as the beef, to be honest. But that's okay. I'm glad we tried it. On to the next thing. This is probably the thing I'm most excited for today, and most nervous at the same time. This is raw herring. Yes, you heard that right. It is raw fish, and it has onions and pickles that it comes with, and this is a very traditional Dutch food, apparently. I've been so excited to try this, and TJ asked the guy if it had bones in it, and he said, no, but you'll live for 100 years more for eating it. We're about to try raw fish. Okay, I'm gonna get some fish, well, and a pickle, I guess?
Yep.
And some onions?
Yep.
Oh boy. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Wow. The onion hit the back of my throat. It felt weird. That is actually really good. You have to try this. It's like, the texture is kind of weird, but it's like eating like a California sushi roll, like the fish on the inside, but then the pickle with the onion together is a really, really good flavor.
All right, live for 100 years. It's surprisingly really good.
It's still good. I still like it. That bite was a lot fishier after the onions were gone. I didn't have a pickle. It's still really good though. I don't think we're gonna have any trouble finishing this.
All right, I'm gonna try it without the pickle so I get the full experience. If you don't like fish or fishy things, you're not gonna like this. It's very fishy. I feel like I just like went over to the canal and snatched up fish and just ate it. All right, I think I'm done.
10 out of 10 recommend. Amazon Prime, at your service, worldwide.
So the Dutch not only consume the most sweets than any other country in the world. They consume the most licorice. And so we've got some Dutch licorice. This is gonna take a while. This is harder to rock.
It's so hard.
I literally just put it in my mouth and tried to bite straight through it, and it hurts so bad. I'm still chewing on mine. I think this might be a good time to tell you guys that I don't really like licorice.
I don't think I've had much licorice before this, but I'm not a fan of this one.
We did it. Checked it off our list.
I'd rather eat the herring again. I kind of want to spit it out.
Do it.
In here?
Yeah, I'm not gonna eat another one.
That was not good.
Next.
We're at Mama Pancake to get some Dutch pancakes.
So the lady at the front didn't really speak a lot of English, so we literally just like pointed to a photo on MK's phone, and she nodded her head and told us to sit down. So.
I read online that the Dutch really love their pancakes, and we got an order of the Dutch mini pancakes, and then we got another pancake that I cannot pronounce the name of, but the description online says it is bigger and thinner than the traditional American pancake, but thicker than a French crepe. It's softer and like a little doughier than your typical American pancake. So it's a bit different texture. It's good. I'm only gonna have one because of the gluten stuff, but I like it.
It's not sticky. An American pancake would be more crisp. It just tastes like the dough, but the flavor is really good.
I personally like that they put powdered sugar on them because I do not like syrup. And so this is my style of like decorating your pancakes for sure.
It kind of seems like it's raw dough. It's a lot like a crepe, but thicker. Exactly what you just said a second ago. It's good. The powdered sugar is really good.
After being out in the cold all day, we decided to stay for a while to warm up. And that's when we realized that we were just ready for a good burger.
Okay, so this is not a stop on our food tour, but we were both kind of feeling like we needed some meat, so we popped into this place for a burger and some more fries. But we're trying different sauces this time. We asked him which was his favorite. And so we have a mayonnaise and then a garlic sauce.
The yuppie sauce will forever be our favorite, but the garlic sauce was a close second. After our burger, we stopped into our favorite cafe for some dessert. We made it a point to stop here every time we were in town because they had fantastic desserts, great coffee, and free bathrooms. This is also where we found out about some of the local places to eat. An honorable mention that didn't make the food tour, but we had earlier in the week, was our spare ribs and onion rings from a pub right down the alley from our favorite cafe. One thing we did not get to try today, which I was really hoping we would, but they're closed, maybe because it's Sunday, is this thing that they call a hole in the wall, kind of like a vending machine, but it has like fresh, hot food in it. So each hole has hot food, and then you put your money in, and you get it out, just like a vending machine. We have eaten our way through Amsterdam today for our last day here, and I am sad to leave.
Yep, but we've got coffee for the train, and we're gonna need it because we just found out that one of our flights was canceled.
We don't know which one yet. The first one is supposed to leave in like about 12 hours.
We're gonna go figure that out. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning, and we'll have an exciting travel day hopefully tomorrow.
Bye!